So friends, the first process of making Masura, or one of the vegetarian recipe that I had shared with you all like a week or so ago. So friends, the first process to make that dried Masura is to soak black lentils. And I had promised with you guys that since if the recipe comes out good, I'll be making this Masura at home, and this is exactly what I'm doing right now, to share this process how to make that dried Masura so that you can have it in your pantry. It's very easy process, friends. Okay, so you need, and also you very minimal ingredients is what you need. First, what you need is the split black lentil or urad dal in Hindi, right here, urad dal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this soak over like 10 to 12 hours. And once this is fully soaked, what will happen is, if you see this, the lentil skin right here, the dark ones, those are all going to come off. But before I leave, soaking it, I'm rinsing this. Make sure that I rinse like 5 or 6 times, so that way all the dirt containing here comes out. Okay, friends, this is the first process. So let's soak this, rinse this, soak this. Okay. Friends, the next ingredients that I will be adding to make Masura is this Malanga, or like taro you call it, Peralu in Nepalese, and in Bhutanese we call it Bozong right here, and English it's known as Malanga. So I will prepare this. What I need to do is I need to skin off this one, wear gloves, and then I need to grate it on a grater, fine grated. And then the other ingredient, this is like the third ingredient. So this is garlic leaf. I mean, this is optional since I have garlic leaf, and I know my friend whoever gave me this recipe said that if you add garlic leaves on with this Masura, it tastes so much better. So garlic leaves, this is from my garden actually. So proud to share with you guys. And then, oh my gosh, this is like, so the smell is so potent on this garlic leaf. So garlic leaf, I'll be cutting the garlic leaf into like not small size like this, because I have to mix this together with the malanga and the lentil. So if it's too big, because I have to make it into a paste or a ball, so that way I can dry it. Okay, so the small ones, this is how I'm going to cut into small pieces. Make sure you get all the skins off. So I have rinsed this very nicely. And the next process is I'm going to grate it. Okay, this one. See? I've taken the so I have like 3 different, I don't want to do the larger grating area. I want to use this small one right here. I mean the medium one. Okay, so you just have to grate this. So friends, I actually soaked this like almost a whole day, this one right here. So after rinsing out all the skin of the lentil, it comes out like this. See, it's become like, it looks like just white lentils, because after you soak it for a long time, it's so much easier. You just rinse them with water like 6-7 times, or until you get rid of the skin. And then the best part is the skin starts to float. So it's not hard at all to, like, you just rub them very nicely, and this is what you get after rinsing. So I'm going to put it in a grinder here. I'm going to grind this. Okay, and if this is like a little difficult, you can add some little bit of water to make it easier, because when it's like very thick like this, you don't want to ruin your grinding machine. So just a little bit of water, see, not much. Okay. using blender. So I blend, this is grind it fine, not very fine, so you can actually see the grains right here. And this one is the Malanga, or like the taro garlic. So I will be actually adding this 3 ingredients, see, and the portion has to be half and half. Okay, so I'm going to add this to this bowl right here, and the garlic. And this one has to mix well. Okay, mix it very well, and you have to actually let it sit at least for, if you let them sit together, rest them together after mixing it, like at least if you can rest it for like 1 hour or so, then you can make into small balls and then sun dry it. And also one thing, friends, right, before you start making this, make sure the weather is like sunny for next couple of days. Okay, and for this one actually I'm going to use my hand. My hands are clean, friends, by the way, because I have to make sure this is like mixed very well. Okay, you can use gloves also, but I usually prefer to mix them with hands, so it's like mixed well. So friends, the Masura batter that I had left overnight, I'm just going to give a nice toss and getting ready to dry it. I know this is a little bit messy, but this is how it has to be done. So I mean, you can wear gloves if you prefer to, but for me I think it's much easier to work this way. I know my hands looking very messy, and I'm going to make into like small pieces like this, not too big, not too small also, because when this dries up, this is going to become small. Okay, it's going to shrink. So this size, it's easier to dry, and then you just cut it like this. And you just keep adding it right here. I mean, if you make it bigger size, it takes time to dry up, so just this size is good. And friends, until it's empty, just keep doing like this. Okay friends, Masura is ready to go out in the sun. Let's take and dry it out on my patio. And if you can see, the sun is almost here. So I'm just going to leave it out here. So this is another variation of Masura. I mean, it's the same black lentil, but I am adding Karela in it, so bitter gourd. So bitter gourd Masura. Because for this one, you would really have to like bitter gourd. So if you like bitter gourd, this is like another variation of Masura which I'm making. Ball, same process what I did with the other Masura also. And friends, finally, like after I think it's like 5 days that I dried this Masura, and it's ready. You know, actually I can cook this if I want to, but I'm going to store it in a glass container, or any airtight container should be fine. So this is the one with Malanga, black lentil and garlic leaf, and this is the one with that I made it with bitter gourd. So I have two variations. And friends, I'm going to actually create emadadzi out of this one right here, emadadzi recipe. So friends, I will post the videos once I create it, and I think it's going to be very delicious, you know. So emadadzi with Masura, or Masura emadadzi is going to come soon. So friends, you know what, if you want this recipe, how to cook this with potato gravy, Nepali style, I have a recipe already, and I'm going to be posting very soon. I think I will cook this in few days, make emadadzi out of this Masura, a vegetarian dish. Okay, so I'm just going to store this in a glass jar, and this will stay, oh, made a boo-boo. So this is going to stay good, you know, at least I would say like good 6 months. So I have Masura ready, friends, and I don't have to ask my friend